What's up, dudes? Dragon Lizard Lord King Chaos, Omar Saya. I am sitting here with my third graphic novel. This one's hardcover. It's got my movie poster for Dragon Lizard Lord versus Gorilla Monkey Kings on the back, and this was actually the first movie poster, the artwork one. But I got a little treat here. We had Matt Frank do a poster for us, and I did not expect to get this movie card today in the mail. I didn't think that I was gonna get a movie card for Dragon Lizard Lord versus Gorilla Monkey King. I don't think they did one for Super Monsters. Look at that. Brush of the God. Kaizu Murase's final film. Bringing back the Yamato Hydra. Really stoked. I haven't even opened it yet. I had this is probably the hottest day of the year. It's June 29th, 2026. And I did a shift making water heater valves. And I jumped in the river on the way back to the lair. And when I got to the dragon's lair, I found the Yamato Hydra waiting for me. And I've been really stoked about this film. It is concerning to see. It looks like he might have a head missing. The last Yamato Hydra, oh boy, he was beautiful, magnificent, majestic, but I had to re-edit the film to get through it. Let's put it that way. But I don't know if this is the same Hydra. This is Kaizu Murase, and he did work on Godzilla, so there is a chance. But I'm guessing it's his own take. This is his directorial debut, and this is his production. So I'm pretty sure this is the Kaizo Yamato Hydra. But it's kind of cool that right now, when HBO is doing House of the Dragon Season 3, if you don't, like, we're on episode 2 right now. I haven't seen either one of them, and I would love to, but I heard that a dragon died in the first one. I didn't check into it on second episode. It's called the Targaryen Civil War. It's just a tragedy, and I wish I wasn't feeling the effects of it in so many different ways. It seems like I've lost my own crew, and I've got to, I'm dealing with setbacks on my next film at this point. I should be further. I'm dealing with a rewrite on the script, and I got to deal with storyboards I haven't even got to yet, and I was actually trying to get out of that, but my boy Daniel Stone, he's dealing with the Humans for me this time. He did it last time too. I got a pretty small human. I'm more of a kaiju, even as a human in my own film. I'm working on that for my next film. I'd like you guys to get to know King Chaos better, and we can look at the Targaryens, and we can get to know, see if I know any. Obviously, Daenerys. I love her, but they screwed that up really bad. She got stabbed in the back by the wolf she trusted. I mean, and I don't even like saying it because it's like something I don't acknowledge even exists. I had friends preview, actually from the crew, Sammy and Paul Hansen. They were, by the time we got to the end of it, they started pulling some annex in Game of Thrones where we were losing dragons, and I was really paranoid at the end of it on every episode. And then we get through to the final episode, looks like we win the war and everything. And then they tell me, Omar, you're never gonna be able to watch the last episode of Game of Thrones. So I watched it up to a point where they told me it was safe. And I'm very, very pissed off at that whole deal, screwing over my queen. But like I said before, I had nothing to do with that whole production. Amelia, please come to Dragon Lizard Lord. I need you so bad. But I will find. Obviously, she's probably not gonna. She needs way more money. Like, I don't even make my money back on production. I gotta work at a factory. And everybody likes to attack me because they think I'm a big joke. They think they can step right up to Dragon Lizard Lord and come at the human form of the dragon with some, discouragement. And whatever, dude. Whatever. Let's get back to the video here. Sorry about Game of Thrones. Sorry about House of the Dragon. I guarantee you they're going to kill off every single one of their dragons. So what you need to do is get up here with Dragon Lizard Lord. In the original cut way back in the day before I was an evolved Dragon Lord, I had some pretty bad scenes that, and that's why Super Monsters was recut into something that was watchable, because they will train you violence, blood, murder. That's what they want you to watch. They want you to watch unwatchable programs. And even for Game of Thrones, how much did we have to sit through of stuff that would just make you uncomfortable, and stuff that, you're getting screwed into thinking you've got to follow some formula of damnation that you don't have to follow. And by breaking the wheel with Alpha Tiamat Typhon right here. And look at this beautiful movie card. Also, Aesten Chaos. Aesten Tarot, whoa. Well, there's a bunch of aces. I know the DVD, the Blu-ray I got is Chaos, which I'm Chaos, so that's cool. But I guess Ace Tarot, I think this is the dude that pulls off his head, because I remember this kaiju, and I was really impressed. They had this kaiju because it's like an Ultraman type program, and they focus more on the Ultramen, we can't say Ultraman, the Den Aces, and there was like 70 of them. It was really, really good. I especially like the older ones. That's the one where they had the kaiju in it. They were really fun. But the whole thing was the one of the funny things from that was when they on the special features, when dude's wife or somebody was living it, like, yelled at him out, like they were making the movie, and like, hey, keep it down out there. I got a kick out of that. I've dealt with similar experiences. I had the cops called on me for starting fires in the parking lot, and I actually went to school with the cop's son that showed up. It was Larry Estenson. He showed up. He goes, Omar, are you starting fires? And I'm like, yeah, we got it out. We're all good. And he was like, well, I'm getting complaints that you're starting fires in the parking lot, and obviously you're not going to get a permit for that. But no, he was really cool. He's a great cop. So we also have Ishiro Honda's memoirs of a film director, and this was a really great one. It gets you to know the person behind the monster. And that's exactly what I'm trying to do in my next film when I get when you're gonna get to hopefully get to know King Chaos a lot better here. I watch a lot of Dennis Hopper. I like his acting style. I really like how he portrayed King Koopa. Even though he wasn't a reptile, I prefer his King Koopa to the Jack Black King Koopa. And in celebration of Gorilla Monkey King, I did check out the Jack Black King Koopa, and the first one was kind of, oh man, he's I don't know, the dude's just a little too sadistic. He's singing songs. It just wasn't. I mean, there was things I liked about. He was a reptile. They got a lot of things right, but they made him too evil, and then they, I don't know if this is Jack Black or who's to fault with King Koopa's. Like, anyways, I didn't write this. I really like the cartoon King Koopa from the Super Mario Brothers Super Show. That is a beautiful King Koopa right there. And so King Koopa is a massive inspiration to King Chaos. And another guy I like is John Malkovich. He did a really good job as Galvatrex in Aragon. And even though I didn't really like the character, like he was definitely not a hero. But the way he portrayed, the way he talked, the way he was able to just he did such a great job. It got me to watch. Now I'm watching all kinds of John Malkovich and Dennis Hopper films. Another one which I'm trying to get inspiration from, Walter Goggins from Little Baby Billy in the Righteous Gemstones. There was things about him that I saw I find admirable, and the way he does his lines. I'm finding out that most of his characters aren't like that at all. And that's the same with Dennis Hopper and Malkovich. Though he's kind of another actor that I really pull from is Snoop Dogg. And back when I was younger, I was, Snoop Dogg's such a great actor, this and that. And Mr. Big, Mike Klatt, said to me, he goes, look, man, I know you like Snoop Dogg, but he's not really that good of an actor. He's more of a rapper, and if you watch him, he always plays the same type of dude. He's always playing Snoop Dogg. And eventually, and when I was younger, I was just trying to be an actor. Give me a part. I'm going to work at these factories. I'm doing really crappy jobs. Give me some parts. And then when I got older, I didn't get any parts. A lot of reasons, mainly because I wasn't in an area. I didn't get out to Los Angeles enough. Like, I was out there like twice, and I probably shouldn't have came back. But that if I wouldn't have came back, would I be Dragon Lizard Lord now? You know what I mean? So you gotta kind of chill out. Like, what's the song? Heaven's Got a Plan for You. So just try to hang in there. Try to get through. And things like this, Brush of the God. So now I get home, I'm having kind of a rough time. I'm on my next film's like delayed, and everything's getting pretty hectic and sometimes even scary. And but we got the Yamato Hydra pulling us through. We got Alpha Tiamat, Typhon pulling us through. And before that, we had Omega Tiamat Odin. and all the other kaiju that have come before us. And so now we have SRS at this point every month kicking out a new kaiju to help us along the way. So just stay tuned to SRS. And I don't know what to tell you about this House of the Dragon deal. On one hand, they have all of the resources, the greatest, people that they can. I'm not saying I don't. I mean, I've got me. I'm Dragon Lizard Lord, so I'll throw down. But at the end of the day, I'm having a real problem with help. So I got to really thank Daniel Stone for. He sounds like he's going to cover the majority of my humans for my next film, so I can just worry about special effects and my Dragon Lord. So I'm gonna watch Brush of the God. You should watch Brush of the God. I will make a video about how I feel about this after I've seen it. I think that's all I got right now. I will tell you, the beginning of the year, I started the script. I finished it in about a month. Then SRS, they didn't tell me when they were going to release Gorilla Monkey King. So I took it upon myself to, I started Gorilla Monkey King with a novel, and then I took the novel and I penciled it into a comic book that was 300 pages. And I got through the first 150 pages, and I told everybody, 2020, the film, the comic book, the whole works. 2020 comes along, and other than, the COVID delay, which was severely detrimental to the production, to the point where I'm sitting here going, I don't care if I am the last man on Earth. I'm going to get this film done. It got really dicey. It was a tough time. So I got through all that, and I got the movie out, and I was doing a comic book. I released the first 150 pages in 2020 as part one of, I think it was Tiamat Zilla versus the Kaiju Kongs, part one. By the time I get to part two, the movie's already out. Well, I handed it in, and I go to myself, I need to get this comic done before the movie comes. So I'm going to race SRS. That's my goal. But before I do this race, I got to finish my script. So I got my script done, and then I jumped into the race, and I was so close to winning the race. But they released the film 2 weeks before I released the book. But part two, this book here, my first hardcover graphic novel. This is 100 pages of pure insanity, the purest insanity. And this will break down your human condition. This is not the same as the movie. And again, Matt Frank did the movie cover. Thanks, Matt. I can't thank you enough. And it's just like, look at his eyes and the light, how it kind of reflects on the scales around his eyes, and how he's just smoking up this fire. And honestly, this is just remarkable. And I think I had a vision of this when my baby Draco passed away. So I think she showed me this, was like, hang in there, Omar. Alpha Tiamat Typhon is gonna bring you home. Just hold out, man. He's on the way, dude. And I didn't know Alpha Tiamat at the time. I was Omega Tiamat, and now I have become Alpha Tiamat, and we have more Tiamat dragons on the way. But I think the first dragon, other than I have probably 2 Eastern dragons. My Dragon Shaman Shah told me, Omar, you don't have any Eastern dragon representation. And he is very right. I mean, other than Omega Tiamat Odin evolving into an Eastern dragon state. So I'm going to try to pull in. I'm going to try to make some puppets. That's what it's going to have to be. So bottom line here is, in the month of April, the film Dragon Lizard Lord vs. Gorilla Monkey King was released April 1st by SRS Cinema. And then no pre-order. But in May is when it shipped. So May is when it actually released. And that is the month that I was able to release this book. And I was like, you know what I mean? Right to the end. You know, you finally get the last page inked. You do your legal work, and you hit up Amazon. You know what I mean? And so it just like, the month of May, that was last month as of right now. Last month, my film dropped, my comic, my 3rd graphic novel dropped. We got another goodie in June with the Yamato Hydra and a bonus. We got the movie card. And there is one more bonus I can't talk about. You'll find out next month. I have orders from Avery Guerrara. Something's coming. Something's going to be awesome for Dragon Lizard Lord. I can't say nothing more about it, and I probably shouldn't have said that. Sorry, Avery, but I didn't say anything. So, really, we're good. Please check out, please purchase, is what I'm saying, a copy of Dragon Lizard Lord vs. Gorilla Monkey King, a copy of Dragon Lizard Lord vs. Gorilla Monkey King, the graphic novel, part 1 and 2. I also have Return of the Dragon Lord Quetzalcoatl. These are heavy metal type comic books, though. They're not for kids. These are soul-shaking, disturbing adventures. You know, explicit. The first one was pretty violent, and there was a lot of swearing. It's messed up. I'm getting misunderstood. People are getting offended. Call up Howard Stern. Tell him about it. All right, dudes, I'm going to check out this movie, and you should check out this movie and my movies and gear up with your kaiju, because we got the kaiju storm. And again, I'm sorry about Game of Thrones, and I'm sorry about House of the Dragon, but they just need to respect dragons more. And that's just what you're gonna get if you're not dealing with Dragon Lizard Lord. And hopefully I can get people to start, because I'm trying to find programming for me to watch that doesn't make me upset on my downtime. All right, take care of yourself, and good journey.